Welcome to Bears in Exile. Today is Thursday, February 23rd, and this is the market overview looking at the Nasdaq, Dow, SPX, VIX, TNA, UUP, FXE, GLD, SLV, XOY, XLF, GE, and Apple. That sounds good. Okay, well, last night we were talking about the, at first glance, things look like they could have been decent. And that was proven wrong. How about that, huh? Bullish engulfing today on the Dow. Yes, it did attempt to go down the drain today. It made a pretty valiant attempt at the open, and just was bought right up, gobbled up. And what is there to say beyond that? 14-day still pointing down, still has not crossed the 80. We still have the stochastics poised in the area where, hey, they could do something for the bears, but they aren't doing anything for them yet. Up on the RSI, sideways on the CCI, sideways on the MACD, and slightly up on the MACD histogram. Ugh. And yeah, it could be a big hammer here at the top, but I mean that's bullish engulfing, so I'm not holding out any hope for the stinking candle to do anything. Short-term moving averages pointing up, fairly uniform, a little bit of excessive separation, nothing major, and that's all there is to it. SPX, more of the same. You can see bullish engulfing. And it too made a valiant effort to head on down, and it was just bought all up. Almost got to the price target, but not quite. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down, stochastics pointing down, CCI ticking down, RSI ticking up, sideways on the MACD, sideways on the MACD histogram. Bears just cannot catch any kind of a break. That's just all there is to it. And to further show how bad it really is, look at the VIX. Holy moly. Down into the 16s. We did say back here that going down for a retest of the floor was entirely possible. And sure enough, true to form, sure looks like we're going in for a retest of the floor. How about that? Which isn't to say that I believe that we're going to make a new, all-time low or something. I do believe that, if we go down here, we test the floor, we break the floor, there isn't much farther to go beyond that. I mean, into the 15s, yes. The extremes would be the 14s. Can it get beyond the 14s to the downside? I really doubt it. And if it can get down to the 15s, the 14s, heck, maybe even here at the low 16s here on this floor, I might take a little bit of a stab at it just because I really don't think it will go into the single digits. But that's just my opinion, and it's just my opinion. 14-day RSI moving average still ticking on up. Remember last night we were saying could be the stochastics going down, hit the bottom, turn around, go up to meet the 14-day, and that would be fine. Certainly looks like that is the plan. CCI ticking down, RSI ticking down, MACD histogram ticking down, MACD ticking down almost at the bearish cross. So, yes, according to the secondaries, the floor should be tested. And it'll be very interesting if it breaks. Holy moly. The Nasdaq reasserting itself, trying to pick up the market where it left off, and I do believe that 29.33, 16. Yep, this is a bullish engulfing as well. How about that? How about that? Also attempting to hit its lower price consensus target and falling short. 14-day ticking down, stochastics mixed, CCI ticking up, RSI ticking up, MACD ticking down, MACD histogram also slightly ticking down. Very, very interesting. TNA. Russell. Small cap. Nice big move today. We were wanting it to go down and do a bar retest, but alas, it is not to be at this moment. We were encouraged by it closing below the short-term moving averages, which was the first time it's done it in a long time, and it just didn't matter. Got down, almost broke 59 and crapped out. Went up way up. And 14-day ticking down, stochastics pointing down, up on the CCI, the RSI, the histogram, MACD going sideways. Just not a good day for the bears. And the bulls, whoo, amazing. UUP, here is the culprit. Yes, indeed. Look at that nasty, nasty drop. We were fairly happy with there being a flat line and another flat line, and maybe they would converge into a double flat line, which we don't care for. Middle Bollinger Band below the candle. Well, it gapped below. How about that? Gapped below the middle Bollinger Band and just crapped out the entire day. Ugh. 14-day ticking up very modestly. Stochastics on the way down, and we were saying that having them go down and meet the 14-day would be fine, and that is what appears to be happening. Down on the CCI, down on the RSI, down on the histogram, down on the MACD, looking for a bearish cross. So what does all of that mean? Does it mean that we're going to go down for a test of the floor? Very likely. If we break the floor, tested the 200-day moving average? Yep. And is there anything back here that really matches up with it? Not till just shy of 21.6. That would be really nasty. Woo! Really nasty indeed. FXE. Yep. We had the second spinning top yesterday. The short-term moving average is pointing up and above the upper price consensus level. 14-day RSI moving average, just like yesterday, still ticking up. Stochastics on their way up. CCI overbought, still ticking up. RSI ticking up. Histogram ticking up. MACD ticking up. We noted the bullish cross. And it closed above the upper Bollinger Band. How about that? You know, in the overnights we hit 1.34, which was pretty darn incredible considering all the news. But since Greece is fixed, or so we're told, away it goes. We should have a previous high back here, right at, let's get a good feel for it, just a hair above 134.5, which is a good stretch from where it is now. But we'll have to see what happens with the upper Bollinger Band. It should tick down or to the side to get back inside of it. But, you know, if everyone's crazy, hey, maybe they can push it back. But the odds would be down tick or side tick to get back inside. XLF, the banks. How about that? Nice, pretty red candle. And then a nice big green candle. We were hoping that we would get the middle Bollinger Band above the short-term moving averages. That was not to be. 14-day ticking down. Stochastics trying to tick down. CCI ticking down. RSI ticking up. MACD histogram ticking sideways and MACD ticking down. Not very strong, but definitely not what we were looking for. XOI, when oil is bullish, the market is bullish. Isn't that the truth? Everyone's talking about super expensive gas being crappy and not good for the markets. And I said I don't buy it. Well, how about that? Huge green candle and the market was up. Getting outside the upper Bollinger Band and 14-day RSI moving average still ticking up. This one does not lie, or at least it does not lie for long. Stochastics also locked in the upright position. CCI ticking up, RSI ticking up, histogram ticking up, MACD ticking up. Whoo! There's no end in sight for oil except for being above the upper Bollinger Band. Maybe it'll slow down tomorrow. It should move sideways or down to get back inside. I mean, this is a strong move, but it is just barely above the upper Bollinger Band. So I don't think that that's nearly as strong as it could be, but I guess we're going to have to see. What else? Apple. Yeah. Nasdaq's being strong. Apple is the Nasdaq, ending with a hanging man. 14-day RSI moving average still ticking up. Stochastics moving on the way up, almost to overbought. Uptick on the CCI, uptick on the RSI, very high. Downtick on the histogram, and a side tick on the MACD. How about that? A little bit of mixed signals, but people are just buying this hand over fist. So it looks pretty darn strong. Gotta see what happens. GE. Yeah, GE. Okay. We had the hanging man yesterday. We actually have a downtick, even with today's super spinning top, slight downtick, but it was resolved intraday. How about that? So that doesn't even matter. Side tick on the 14-day RSI moving average. Ooh, there could be a warning sign for the potential bears. Stochastics high and mixed. Downtick on the CCI, downtick on the RSI, and uptick on the MACD histogram very slightly. Side tick on the MACD itself. GLD. Second VIX. Ending with a spinning top, a little bit of too long on the top here. Getting right a hair above the upper Bollinger Band line. We can see there is some excessive separation. There certainly is a little bit of wobble in the short-term moving averages. 14-day RSI moving average ticking down. Stochastic still on the way up along with the CCI. The histogram trying to get the bullish cross up on the MACD histogram. Down tick on the RSI. Interesting, because we've had so much down on the VIX today, but we had such a huge down move on the dollar. So for once, the push-pull, fear versus the dollar, and the dollar actually won today. I did say yesterday that I believe that fear is increasing, even though it wasn't reflected in the VIX. And to some extent, I think that is still true today. With its slight move up, I do think that at some point the VIX will catch up to this, but I guess not yet. And SLV, ooh, look at that. Yesterday we had the gold being ultra strong, and today silver outpaced gold, getting above its 200-day moving average, way outside the upper Bollinger Band. Downtick on the 14-day RSI moving average, up on the stochastics. Look at that, the CCI, holy moly, that's crazy. Up on the RSI, up on the MACD histogram, up on the MACD, getting the bullish cross. Oh, is there anything else that I am leaving out? I guess not. And that's going to be it for tonight. Somewhat disappointing, but it's going to do what it wants to do. And still hanging out, waiting for a proper turn, which someday, maybe never, will show up. As always, all investing decisions are your own. This chart and video are for entertainment, educational, and consumption of time purposes only. Have a great night.